Hello students. Now we are discussing the first chapter from the 11th science chemistry, that is basic concept of the chemistry. So when you consider this chapter, so of course we are discussing the basic concept which are related with the chemistry. So before we are discussing the basic concept one by one, now I start with the definition of the chemistry. So what is the chemistry? So if in word we have to define the chemistry, so I can define the chemistry, that is the chemistry is a branch of the science that deals with the matter, that deals with matter. A branch of the science that study the matters. A branch of the science that deals with the matter. Particularly the matter that undergoing the various physical changes, matters undergoing various physical and the chemical changes, physical and chemical changes, the matter which undergoing various physical and chemical changes that will be considered in the branch of the science, and that branch of the science is chemistry. If we have to consider a very detailed definition of the chemistry that I already uh, write on the board, that is a branch of the science concerned with the compound, a branch of the science that concerned with the compound composed of the matter. So that matter is connected with the that compound, and that compound we can study in the branch of the science, and that is the chemistry. Again, it investigate their properties. It help to decide to determine the properties of the matter, the reaction of the matters, and it used to produce the new substance. It used to these reactions, of course, the reactions that concern with the matters are used to produce the new substance, and that branch of the science is called as chemistry. So when you consider the chemistry, chemistry is a branch of the science concerned with the compound composed of the matters. It also useful to investigate their properties, their chemical reaction, and it also used to produce the new substance. Okay, so that is considered in the chemistry. So we observe that chemistry is the central science. So chemistry is the central science. It mainly deals with the matters, particularly the physical and the chemical property that undergoing that physical and chemical changes that undergoing concern with the matter. Matter, uh, the whatever the physical changes are considered here are also considered in the matter. So, as a chemistry is the central science, it useful, its knowledge is useful to study the various branches. Particularly, it used to study the physics. It also used to study the science, that is biology. It also used to study the applied science. The knowledge of the applied science, if you have to collect it, that collected with the chemistry. It also used to study the space and the earth science. The earth and the space science are also studied with the help of the knowledge of the chemistry. So I say that chemistry is the central science. It will be helpful to study the physics, biology, applied science, earth and the space science. Again, when you consider the role of the chemistry, the chemistry role is useful in every day of life. In every day of life, the chemistry is useful. So we know that how in everyday life the chemistry is useful, because the when you consider the life of the chemistry, sorry, when you consider the life of the human being, we know that the basic needs are the food, the basic needs are the food we eat, okay, the air we breathe, the clothes we wear, the shelters in which we live, the medicines that we use. So all these are the basic needs of the human being, and I think that all these basic needs are completed by the chemistry. Okay. In addition to this, it also used in the engineering, in the agriculture, and all the household products that concern with the chemistry are also considered here. Okay, in which we have the various type of the disinfectant, antiseptics. Okay, so they are also considered here. So I say that the role of the chemistry is is opposely with everyday of the chemistry. So it is useful in everyday life of the chemistry. So that is an important role of the chemistry. So now we consider the next and very important point is that what are the different branches of the chemistry. So now consider the different branches of the chemistry. So chemistry will be mainly divided in the 5 branches. So chemistry have the 5 branches. So branches of the chemistry. Branches of chemistry. The first branch of the chemistry is the physical chemistry. So there are the branches of the chemistry. The first branch is the physical chemistry. The second is the organic chemistry. The third is the inorganic chemistry. The fourth is the analytical chemistry. And the last one is the biochemistry. The last one is the biochemistry. Okay. So what are the various branches of the chemistry? So chemistry is related with the 5 branches. First is the physical chemistry. Second is the organic chemistry. Third is the inorganic chemistry. Physical, organic, inorganic, biochemistry, and the analytical chemistry. So these are the main 5 branches of the chemistry. Now let us discuss one by one. First is the physical chemistry. So when you consider the physical chemistry mainly concerned with the various principles of the reaction. So what are the principles of the reactions? When you consider reactions, when you consider the any changes with the matter, when you consider here, we consider the various laws, the theories, the derivations, where its applications. So all these things, what are the principles which are related with the reactions of the matters, they are considered here. So when you consider the organic chemistry, so organic chemistry, if I define in word, it is the chemistry of carbon compound. It is a chemistry of carbon compound. So it study the whole about the carbon compounds. That is the branch is the organic chemistry. Then inorganic chemistry. Inorganic chemistry is considered the chemistry of element. I write in one word, that is the chemistry of element. Chemistry of elements means actually those elements which are not studied in the organic are studied in the inorganic chemistry. So it is a chemistry of the element, the various elements that are obtained from your origin of the mines, they are here studied in the chemistry, that is inorganic chemistry. So when you consider analytical chemistry, when you consider the analytical chemistry actually the study, it will be study and uses, it will be considered the studies and uses of machine. What are the different machines that we consider in the chemistry are studied here. So it study and uses the machine. It also used to identify or to separate. It is used to identify, it is used to separate, to quantify the matter. So all these things are considered in the analytical chemistry. So in the next chapter we consider the technique of analytical chemistry, so that we consider here. And the last one is the biochemistry. So according to the name, it is a chemistry which is related with the bio, means the living organism, the chemicals or the compounds, they are considered with, so compounds with living organism are considered in the biochemistry. Here the compound with the living organism is considered. The biochemistry is also considered the chemical and physico-chemical processes. Look here, that is one of the interesting thing. So when you consider the biochemistry, biochemistry is a branch of the science that consider the compound with the living organism, that concern with the living organism are considered here. Again, it consider chemical and physiochemical processes. Chemical, we know that the various chemical reactions. Physico-chemical means the chemical which are concerned with the physics. So the physico-chemical processes and their compounds are also considered in the biochemistry. So that is also one of the important branch of the science. So physical chemistry, principles of the various reaction. Organic chemistry, the chemistry of the carbon compound. Inorganic chemistry, the chemistry of the related with the various elements obtained from the origins of the mines. Analytical chemistry, it study and it uses the machines, and again very important role is to identify, to separate and to quantify the matter. What is the matter? What is the matter is made up of? Which elements are there? In how much proportions are there? How much quantity of will be there? So all are considered in the analytical chemistry. And biochemistry, it will be study the compounds with the living organism. It also consider the chemical and the physico-chemical process. The chemicals or the chemistry which is related with the physics are also considered in the branch of the science, and that is the biochemistry. So I think now we can understand the basic concept about the chemistry. Now we consider the next and very important is that what is a matter and how matter is classified. So first we define what is a matter. So now first we define what is the matter. So when you try to define the matter, so when you consider a matter, so what do you assume about the matter? When you consider the matter, what do you assume about the matter? The first and important thing of the matter, we can assume it has a definite mass. Matter has a definite mass, and second that it occupies a space. Okay. So when we call anything as a matter, so what is a matter? Matter is anything, but that have definite mass and occupies the space. So that is called as a matter. So when you consider the matter, it has a definite mass and occupies a space. We know that matter is built up of. Matter कशाचं बनलेलं असतं? Matter is built up of atoms, molecules and ion. Matter is built up of atom, ions and molecules. So matter is built up of the very simple atoms, molecules and ions. So what is the difference between the atoms, ions and the molecules? So when you consider the atoms, molecules and ions, we have basic ideas that. So when you consider the atom is the smaller particles which participate in the reaction. It is a very smaller entities, smaller particles which is a participate in the reaction. Okay, and as it is very small, it will participate in the reaction, and whatever the mass will be related with this, that mass is atomic mass. What is the mass which is related? It is atomic mass. So what is atomic mass and how it is measured? What are the relative atomic mass? What are the average atomic mass? What are the formula atomic mass? So all these things we consider in our next points. That will be in the same chapter. The next is the molecule. Remember. So molecule is also a smaller particles. Only difference is that it is a smaller particles. But only difference is that molecule has a individual or separate existence. They are separately exist. Molecule can show the compound of which it is made up. Look, molecule may be diatomic, molecule may be triatomic, molecule may be pentatomic, or molecule may be the polyatomic. Okay, so matter only shows as it is made up of the combining two or more elements. So it shows the property of the substance of which it is made up. So matter has molecule has individual existence will be there, and the mass will be concerned with the molecule is a molecular mass, is a molecular mass. And we know that the mass is measured in the gram. It is called as a gram molecular mass. Or mass is measured, atomic mass is measured in the gram. It is called as a gram atomic mass. So what is a gram atomic mass? What is a gram molecular mass? So that we consider next one. So atom is also smallest particle. Okay, and the mass is concerned is a atomic mass. Molecule has a separate existence. It really shows all the property of the compound of which it is made up of, and it has a mass, and that mass is a molecular mass. Now similarly the ions. Ions are the charged spaces. These are the charged spaces. As the ions are the charged spaces, so they are the positively charged or negatively charged. The positively charged spaces, we know that we called it as cations, and the negatively charged spaces are called as anions. For example, if you consider sodium plus or Cl minus. Sodium plus or Cl minus. Sodium is a plus, so it is cation. Cl minus is a negative, it is anion. So like this way, these are the charged spaces that we consider. So matter, anything having the definite mass and occupies the space. Matter is built up of the atom, molecules and ions. So we already have in our lower classes the terms, that is atoms, molecules and ions. Okay. So like this way we consider the very basic things about the matters. Okay. Then we consider how matters are classified. The classification of the matter is particularly occur on the basis of the physical state and on the basis of the chemical composition. So now consider the classification of the matters. So now consider classification of matters. So classification of the matter. So matter is classified by the two way, on the basis of the physical state, and second on the basis of the chemical composition. We can classify the matter. Matter is classified on the basis of the physical state and on the basis of the chemical composition. Okay. So in the next lecture we discuss the classification of the matter on the basis of the physical state and the chemical composition. Okay. Thank you.